Hello, everybody. This is the episode where this is the video where I'm going to be building the new ship. I'm sorry this is probably going to be very slow and boring. I'm going to try to do all of the thrust to weight ratio calculations, but I might not. I might do them after the fact instead of during. I'm fairly certain whatever I build is going to get at least close enough to space, so I'll probably do them afterwards. I wish if I had MechJeb, I could do this really easily, because I think it does it on the fly, but I don't necessarily want to use MechJeb, especially if that was the only reason I was going to use it. So, here we go. We're going to build our rocket. Now, I want to have 3 stages. The first stage is going to be a big launch stage, lift stage. The second stage, just a transfer stage, or well, probably the launch stage won't get us all the way into orbit, so the second stage will get us into orbit, and the third stage will be the final transfer stage for taking us to the moon. I probably don't need 3 stages. I had enough fuel in the last ship that I could have just gone with that probably to the moon, and then if I had to, use what was left from the satellite to slow us down and get into orbit. But let's try to build this anyway. So first thing I want is, well, if we're using fairings like this, I'm not sure how well this will actually work. This is going to be interesting. Alright, let's just try to build it anyway and see what happens. Now we have a couple options for this. I want something with high efficiency. It doesn't need the highest efficiency, but the more efficiency, the better. So obviously the best for that is the atomic rockets. However, I don't know if we'll need that. We might be okay with a 909. We might want a little bit more thrust for that. So yeah, this one has 200 power. This one has 50, so we need 4 of these to be the same. But this doesn't have that much different of an ISP. And the ISP tells you the fuel efficiency, essentially. So let's just go with, no, I can't use this one, actually. This one's really nice. I've never really gotten to use it, but one of the issues you have with it is that you cannot put a decoupler underneath it. So you have to have it as a final, like always exposed to the atmosphere, which wouldn't necessarily be an issue, but I don't really want to mess with that. So we need to now make our, you know what we could do? So if this one's supposed to be all the way there, let's actually use one of these and a atomic rocket. And then one of the longer ones and one of these. And another decoupler, a Rockomax brand adapter. And then I want to put one of the orange tanks on. The orange tanks are large fuel tanks. And then a skipper engine. Now the skipper should be okay. I'm not sure. This is a very tall rocket, so we might run into some stability issues. So before we do anything else, I'm going to add some struts. And let's do them from here down. Is that too long? Ooh, what just happened? That might be too long. So let's add them to here. And then some more struts from here to here. That hopefully will make it a bit more stable. We'll see. I'm going to add some winglets down here, since this will be in atmosphere. You know what I didn't add was any sort of control for this. So let's add this and an SAS unit. Control, advanced SAS. I don't think we'll need RCS, so I'm not even going to add it. And let's add 2 of these, so we don't need to worry about power. Okay, and now go with some fairings. Nope, those ones clip. There we go. Save. Now let's redo the... before we do that, let's actually add stability enhancers. And you know what I'm considering doing is adding more fuel to this bottom layer. Let's put these on and just add a couple of the long, thin tanks. Lining these up is always really annoying to me for some reason. They just never like to sit well. And now let's put nose cones on these, since we actually need these in the modded version we are using. And fuel lines. I'm not going to do asparagus staging with this, I'm just going to put them all in just like that. Now that should be good. Put those like that. I've never used these, but I kind of want to try using Sepatrons on these. I don't know... this way, yeah. And that way, these will blow these away from the rest of the rocket. Save. Alright, now here comes the fun part. Trying to arrange all of these. So we want these to go with the Sepatrons. I cannot say that apparently. Okay, so the fairings are going to be these, I think. Yeah, we want those last, but fire up the main rocket when we do that. Decouple and fire up this rocket. Fairings are last, so let's just... yeah, that is the fairings. Okay, let's just move those there. Okay, now decouple this and fire that rocket. Remove the fairings and decouple this. Those fairings might actually... we might be able to remove them sooner. But then this last thing will be decouple the satellite and launch its little engine. This might be way too tall. Where's the center? Center of mass is still pretty low. So we might be okay. This also might just spin really badly. So yeah, we will see. And we learned last time you can't fly with SAS while in atmosphere. That does not end well. Neither does this. There's That is our first catastrophic failure. Alright guys, well if you watched the actual video of this launch, you would have seen that it failed miserably. Let's see about adding some more rockets to this ship, because we did not have nearly enough. I knew what I should do. Let's instead try using a mainsail engine. That's a simple test. If I can find the mainsail. Here we go. See, this is why I should have calculated the... Oh, these are in the totally wrong order. This is why I should have calculated the thrust-to-weight ratio before launching. And you know, now I wonder if it was just a staging issue. I think I may have had these set to go off first, which definitely was not the order we wanted. So let's try to launch this again. See you all next time.